So if you're a serious athlete, you've probably got years, maybe even a decade of Garmin data. And now you're looking at the Apple Watch, and it feels risky. And let's be real, it's not the hardware you're worried about, it's your data. All those years of clean, consistent training logs are on the line. But what if I told you that you could have the best of both worlds? What if you could get all that deep integration of the Apple ecosystem without giving up the analytical rigor you expect from Garmin? Well, that's exactly what this explainer is for. We're going to walk you through the exact playbook to move your workflow, protect your history, and build a system that's every bit as bulletproof as the one you're leaving behind. Because let's be honest, right out of the box, the native Apple apps can create a total mess. We're talking duplicates, generic workout titles, just chaos. The goal today is to architect a precise, clean solution that turns all that frustration into a perfect, controlled, and flawless flow of data. All right, so here's our game plan. We'll start with why this is a problem in the first place. Then we'll cover the single most important concept, the one-writer rule. After that, we'll build our specialist app stack, lock in the critical settings, run a quick validation test, and finally show you why this system is truly built to last. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first. Before we even touch a single app, we have to understand the one core principle that makes this entire system work. Seriously, this is the key to everything. And that principle is what we call the one-writer rule. It's incredibly simple. For any given destination, like Strava, only one application gets to be the designated writer for an activity. This one idea is the silver bullet for eliminating duplicates forever. And honestly, this is the exact spot where 90% of people trying to make this switch fail. And this visual just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got total chaos. Multiple apps are all fighting to sync the same workout, and the result is a mess of duplicates. On the right, that's our goal. A clean, correct flow from a single designated writer. We are building the pipeline on the right. So, how do we actually build that beautiful, clean pipeline? Well, we're not going to rely on a single do-it-all app. No way. Instead, we're going to build what I call a specialist stack, where we pick the absolute best tool for each specific job. And here they are, our dream team of 4 core apps. For running, we've got WorkOutDoors. This is our Garmin killer. For just tracking your body's effort, heart rate, calories, we'll use the basic Apple Workout app. For logging your actual sets and reps in the gym, we'll use Hevy. And finally, the real MVP of the whole system, HealthFit, our intelligent data router. Now let's see how this stack works in the real world. Let's start with strength training. This is where things get really interesting because we're going to separate 2 different concepts. First, you have the physiological truth. That's your body's effort. Then you have the movement truth, the specific work you actually performed, like sets, reps, and weight. To capture both of these perfectly, we need a special approach. To get both of those truths, we're actually going to use 2 apps at the same time. You start the native Apple Workout app on your watch to record your heart rate and calories. At the same time, you open Hevy to log all your sets and reps. Now, when you're done, and this part is key, you end the Apple Workout first, add your effort rating, and then you end the Hevy workout. Hevy then publishes a beautiful, detailed summary straight to Strava while your private health data stays secure in Apple Health. Zero overlap. It's perfect. Now, running is way simpler. It's a beautiful straight line. WorkOutDoors records your run with all that Garmin-like data density we love. It saves it directly to Apple Health, which is our master database. And then HealthFit, our router, just picks it up automatically and sends a single perfect entry over to Strava. It's a fully automated workflow that gives you everything you need without ever touching your phone after a run. Okay, so we've got our principles and our tools. Now, let's get to the most important part of this entire setup. These are the settings you absolutely must get right before you record a single workout. And I am not kidding. This is non-negotiable. You might even want to pause this explainer right here and follow along on your phone because I promise you, if you skip these next steps, you will get duplicates. Guaranteed. All right, look at those red padlocks on the screen. We need to disable 3 potential data pathways. First, turn off Strava's ability to import from Apple Health. Second, turn off Hevy's ability to export its workouts to Apple Health. And third, turn off WorkOutDoors direct sync to Strava. By shutting down these 3 redundant paths, we are enforcing our one-writer rule and making it literally impossible for duplicates to be created. So once that's all configured, the daily process is completely seamless. But how do you know for sure that it's all working perfectly? Well, let's run a quick and simple validation test to build your confidence in the system. This is a quick 2-part test. First, go record a short 2-minute run using WorkOutDoors. Then, log just a single set of any exercise using our dual app strength method. Now here's the success condition. You should see exactly one new run and one new strength workout in Apple Health, and exactly one of each in Strava. If that's what you see, congratulations. Your system is locked in, secure, and ready for years of use. So, why did we go through all this meticulous setup? What's the point? Well, it's all about playing the long game. It's about preserving your analytical continuity, making sure your training data is valuable for the next decade and beyond. Think about it like this. You have your Garmin era with years of consistent, clean data. Today is migration day. You're not starting over, you're just building a new, pristine data pipeline right on top of it. This means that going forward, in the Apple era, your long-term trends are still meaningful. The data you collect now is just as clean and valuable as all your old Garmin data, which protects your entire training legacy. So, what's the big takeaway here? It's that with this specialist stack, you can finally get all the amazing benefits of the deeply integrated Apple ecosystem, the apps, the notifications, that seamless experience, without having to sacrifice the analytical rigor you've come to expect from a dedicated sports watch. You really don't have to choose between a great smartwatch and a great sports watch anymore. With this playbook, you now have a repeatable, future-proof system for data-rich training and, most importantly, for flawless data integrity. Welcome to the best of both worlds.